What's up, guys? It's Attack on Samurott, and this is it. This is round 1 of the OBA Season 3 playoffs. So we're actually going to be battling people. We're actually going to be battling BradMew, who was in our division. So basically, it kind of like breaks down to like the top 2 in each division. So there's the red division, the blue division, the silver division, and the gold division. So I believe that Brad and I are in the silver division, and we're in the top 2. So that means we battle each other. Then in the gold division, I think it's Slow Formula and I think Striker. And I think Striker. And then after that, it's supposed to be Kingdra and the Overgrown Septile, aka Adam. But they already had their battle. And I don't remember who else. I don't remember who else. But anyways, this is our 3rd time battling Brad. So we won 1 and he's won 1. So he's won 2. He's won actually 2. So if we can win this next one, hopefully, then we tie again. So yeah. But anyways, he has the same team that he's had before. Same stuff. So I just want to show it off again just in case you guys forgot. But he has Chansey, Skarmory, Manaphy, Mega Absol, Arcanine, Cresselia, Venusaur, Flygon, Spiritomb, Lantern, Stoutland, and Swallow. So this week, for round 1 of the playoffs, I'm bringing Blazaking. I'm bringing 10-piece to Blazaking, Harmony the Whimsicott, Big Bertha the Aggron, Nappy the Gengar, Dabonim, the Hitmontop, and Koshi the Samurott. So let's break down the team. So basically, Blazaking's gonna be ran mixed. He's gonna be ran mixed offensive with a Life Orb. Being mainly physically offensive. With Vacuum Wave, Knockoff, Earthquake, and Flare Blitz. Vacuum Wave is a strong stab move, and also has priority. So it can hit Stoutland and also can hit Swallow as well. Also Knockoff, which knocks off items, and also with that Life Orb boost is gonna hurt a lot as well. So that would be really good for knocking off like Chansey or knocking off Slowmons, mainly. And Earthquake, that's mainly for Lantern, and also for Arcanine on the switch in. And then Flare Blitz, stab move, it hurts everything besides Arcanine and Manaphy and the and Lantern. So yeah, that's pretty much it for 10-piece. Now we're going to move on to Harmony, our Whimsicott this week. So Harmony is going to be ran offensively with Energy Ball, Hurricane, Moonblast, and U-Turn. Going to be ran modest. Also running the Cuba Berry just in case, for the Venusaur. So Energy Ball, strong stab move, hurts Manaphy and also hurts Lantern. Hurricane, that's mainly for Venusaur. Just in case it comes in, it can pretty much be dealt with very easily by Whimsicott. Moonblast, strong stab move, hits his most powerful threats, being Mega Absol and Flygon, and also the Spiritomb as well, being the bulkiest thing on his team besides Skarmory and Chansey. And then U-Turn, because that allows switch initiative. Running the Cuba Berry again, mainly for Sledge Bomb from the Venusaur, and also running Infiltrator just in case he has any mons that want to set up screens or that want to set up a substitute. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we're gonna move on to Big Bertha, our Aggron this week. So for the past couple weeks, I've been running Aggron mainly physically offensive. So this week for the playoffs, I'm actually gonna be running it defensively, with some special defense investments. So it's gonna be mixed defensive with Stealth Rock, Dragon Tail, Rest, and Sleep Talk. Dragon Tail, that's mainly to phase out things. Stealth Rock, That allows me to break sturdy on Skarmory, and also hurts Arcanine and Swellow, and just really good for chipping things. Rest, because I want to get off a full recovery, and also being sturdy as well. That actually really helps. And Sleep Talk, so that way I can pretty much continue the process of Dragon Tailing things out or setting up rocks in case they're taken off the field. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Big Bertha, our Aggron. Now we're going to move on to Nappy the Gengar, who is going to be ran offensively with a Focus Sash. So running Knockoff like I did last week, like I did the week before. Knockoff, Taunt, Focus Blast, and Shadow Ball. Knockoff so I can get rid of items. Also, it's a move that you don't normally see on Gengar, so it can really catch Brad off guard. I actually didn't show it when I battled him in week 13, because again, I was just putting things to sleep, but I did have Knockoff on that set. So just in case he had like some weird stuff, I could just knock off some stuff and just make the game a little bit challenging for him. So yeah, and then Taunt, because that prevents setup on any of his mons. Focus Blast, because that hits everything on his team besides Spiritomb. And Shadow Ball, because that's the strongest stab move that Gengar has, and it hits Crest for super effective damage, which is again a huge wall. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Nappy. Now we're going to move on to Dab on him, the Hitmontop. So we're going to run, oh crap, I messed up. Didn't mean to get rid of that. But so we're going to bring Dab on him, the Hitmontop, this week because I needed a Rapid Spinner. Also I needed an Intimidator. So that's the reason why I ran it. So it's going to be our special wall with a Rapid Spin, Fake Out, Toxic, and Close Combat. Rapid Spin, because again I can get rid of hazards. Fake Out, because that flinches stuff, and also it's a little bit of chip damage on something. And Toxic, so that way I can wear down his bulkier mons like Lantern or Cresselia or even Manaphy. And then Close Combat, because that's a strong stab move and hits everything again besides Crest, because it's not very super effective, and besides Spiritomb, because it resists it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So now we're gonna move on to and it also is running Leftovers as well. And the last mon we're gonna be bringing this week, is Koshi the Samurott. So I haven't ran Samurott since like week 5 or week 6, somewhere around that time. So it's been a while since I've used Samurott. But anyways, its set is going to be a Choice Scarf with Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, Knockoff, and Mega Horn. So it's going to be a mixed set. Ice Beam, because that hits Flygon, also hits Swellow. Can hit Skarmory as well. Hydro Pump, because that's the strongest stab move that Samurott gets, and it just really hurts things. Not a lot of mons can take it. Me can take a Hydro Pump that well. And then Knockoff, because again that gets rid of items, and Mega Horn, because that can also catch Crest, and it can also hit the Spiritomb as well, and can hit Absol. It's just some Choice Scarf. That means that Samurott can actually outspeed Absol and can get off a Mega Horn right off the bat. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now it all comes down to what mons he's gonna bring this week. So in week 13, I believe his team was Cresselia, Swellow, Stoutland, Arcanine, Absol, and Flygon. I think that's what his team was then. No, actually I think instead of Skarmory, yeah, instead of Swellow he had Skarmory. But that was his team then. No wait, no, he had Manaphy, I think. I know he had Manaphy. It was like, I think it was just those 5. I think it was just Skarmory, Manaphy, Flygon, no, I don't think he had Absol. No, he didn't have Absol. It was Skarmory, Manaphy, Flygon, Stoutland, Arcanine, and Crest. So that's what his team was week 13. Now this week is a whole different story. So again, going back to that battle I had with him like week 5 when he had that Choice Scarf's Lantern, that really caught me off guard, and I feel like he may bring that back again, which is a little scary. Not gonna lie. So I kind of had to prepare for that. So I feel like he probably would bring Lantern again. Most likely. Probably bring Skarmory too, because again, those two paired really well together. So there's a chance he may bring that. Probably gonna bring. I don't think he'd bring Flygon because by now he'd probably expect me not to bring Mega Magnetric just because, well, Skarmory and Lantern and Venusaur Core worked really well against it. So there's like really no point in me bringing it. So actually, you know what? Now that I think about that, Flygon actually wouldn't really make that much sense then. I mean, it still kind of makes a little bit of sense because Flygon is still a pretty hard hitting. It's still a pretty hard hitting Mon. With the Choice Scarf, so there's a chance he may bring it. Not gonna say he will, but there's a chance he might. So Lantern, Skarmory, Flygon. I'm gonna say he's gonna bring Venusaur, probably. He'd probably bring Venusaur because he realizes that, oh, Whimsicott's a threat, is a huge threat to my team. I have to bring that. I mean, I have to bring Venusaur to deal with it. So I feel like he'd have to bring Venusaur. So Lantern, Skarmory, Venusaur, Flygon. I feel like he'd probably bring Manaphy again. Most likely. Because again, Manaphy is a huge threat with that tail glow. So there's a chance he might bring that. Since again, it does put on some decent pressure too. So Manaphy, Skarmory, Venusaur, Flygon, and Lantern. And the last Mon that I think he's going to bring this week, I think he's going to bring for round 1, is going to be... It's either going to be Mega Absol because he could take advantage of that, he could take advantage of the Magic Bounce and, you know, like, try and force me not to set up my hazards. Or he could bring Arcanine and just be fully offensive and just go in. I mean, Absol and Arcanine both kind of share the same thing, but except, you know, Absol's more of a not a gimmick. I don't think gimmick's the right word for it. But Absol is more strategic than Arcanine. Arcanine is just a push. I mean, it's just a button that you push to like just break something. That's really what Arcanine is. Absol is just more strategic, but it still breaks stuff. So in that case, I feel like he probably would bring Absol. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say he's gonna bring Absol. So my guess for his team for round 1 of the playoffs is Mega Absol, Manaphy, Skarmory, Venusaur, Flygon, and Lantern. So yeah, we're gonna be battling soon actually. So I will see you guys when the battle happens, and take care. And by the way, since this is round 1 of the playoffs, whoever loses is pretty much done. So yeah, you can't come back. So it's just it's pretty much it's an elimination. So if Brad wins, then he goes on and I lose basically. So this is it. This is actually it. So we gotta play hard and we gotta win. So that's what I'm hoping for. And yeah. So again, take care, and I will see you when the battle happens.